What's going on, guys? Alex here, back at you with another episode of We Gave Each Other a Dollar Limit and we picked a bunch of stuff.
Yep.
This is kind of a follow-up to the last video we did where I titled it, What is the Best True Beginner Setup, I think is roughly what I titled it. Where we each gave each other a $300 limit and we had to go buy the best setup we could possibly buy that we personally would try and buy.
Yep.
In the comments to that video, someone had suggested that we do the same thing for a $600 limit and a $1,200 limit. So we have here today the $600 limit version.
Yep.
Slash follow-up slash part 2. So I guess there'll be a part 3 where we do 1,200, but part 2 today. So yeah, we gave each other $600. We had to go buy the best setups we could possibly find that we would actually go and pay $600 to go get, so we could have stuff to play with. And we went off this basically just with the same deal as the last time, where it was more of an absolute value of exactly $600. Like your parents gave you $600, you had to go buy everything you needed to go be able to play. So that's what we did. So
Yep.
Cool. All right. You went first last time. I'll go first this time.
Yep. Absolutely.
All right. So to start off with, this is my gun setup. It is a die/proto rail max, so I have all the nice feature options on it. I've got the nice UL on-off ASA and the clamping feed neck and the 2-piece barrel, and the macro line instead of the steel braid. So definitely an upgrade over the standard rail. But I definitely, for $325, I think it's a pretty solid buy. I think we were even fighting over it before when we were trying to do the setups of who would get the rail maxed.
Yep.
But yeah, I went with the rail maxed and I got myself a Halo, and I was due to budgeting and the way I bought everything else, I ended up just getting a Steely tank again, just like I did in the last video. Realistically, with this kind of gun and hopper, it's completely acceptable. You really don't need a carbon tank because the amount I think you're going to be shooting and the rate of fire and things like that. I think a 3,000 psi Steely tank will probably do you just fine. It's not a super big deal. So yeah, there's my gun setup, rail maxed Halo, and specifically an Empire Steely tank on this. And moving on over, I have, obviously at the front of the table here, I've got some V-Force grills. Yeah, there's a silver lens in here. That's just because it's for display on our wall. Obviously, I just get the normal one. V-Force grills, just standard color, because the standard colors are $90, and I really like the mask. Plus, I went and got a ProFlex last time for the same price, so I thought I'd switch it up. Grab grills this time. I don't think you could go wrong with either one, but my personal preference is for the grills. For my pack and pods, I think the same thing I did last time. No, I went with the Valken one last time.
Yep.
So I've got a Proto Fighter 3+ pack and 340 round pods. Pretty standard pack. This is actually my personal, probably almost favorite pack of all time. This is what I'm actually currently running right now. This and grills. I don't think you can go wrong with these at all. The pack's $35. It's hard to beat. It's definitely probably one of my favorite packs of all time. And then after all of that, I had $6 left over, so I went and bought myself a Flexi Swab because they're $5. So my total for the $600 challenge came out to $5.99, and I was able to get myself a nice swab.
It's pretty nice.
I don't know if it's nice, but the point is I was able to buy it. That's the point.
Yep.
$600 challenge. Go.
All right, for me, I went with Planet Eclipse Ether. I got the Fire Stretch, right?
Stretch Fire.
Stretch Fire. Great gun, $350 gun. Also went with the Halo. And in general, I do not like the Steely tanks, as I said in the first one, but you step up the gun game, you have to step up the tank game. Just not enough money to buy a carbon fiber tank.
I'm definitely in the same deal. I think we both definitely compromised a little bit on the tank to be able to kind of step up the game on the rest of the product.
Yeah.
Which I think for the two guns that we have here, I think is a fair compromise.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's nothing wrong with the tanks. It's just if I was to spend the money, I'd rather have the carbon fiber ones.
But if you need to get everything you need to play with...
But if you need to get everything, then there's nothing wrong with this.
Yeah, I'd much rather do this than buy the $100 gun just so I could get the carbon fiber tank.
Right, yeah. I agree. I got the Exalt tank butt, the match, the gun, because I had a little bit extra money. So, this is my setup. Pretty nice.
Pretty solid.
Yep.
Definitely see a lot of those setups go out the door.
And then I got the GI Glide Pack, 3+, 3 pods. Great pack.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a little bit more money than the Proto.
Yep.
But, it's an awesome pack. I like it a lot.
As long as you don't use lock lids.
Yeah, true. For the mask that I picked, we're actually out of stock. But it is the JT Pro Shield, which is going to be the same thing as the ProFlex. Same lens system, same frames. It just has hard bottoms and hard ears. Last video I said don't skip out on a mask. That's the most important thing. By getting the Pro Shield, you're not actually skimping out on the mask. It's the identical mask as this.
Just with hard bottoms instead of flexible bottoms. I absolutely agree. Really, the money you're putting into the mask is, not only obviously the coverage, which the Pro Shield has the same amount of coverage as the Pro Flex. You're really paying for like that lens system, which is identical to the Pro Flex, same exact thing. Yeah. So I agree with you. I don't think you're skimping out on the mask, really. Yeah,
and then also in the future, you get a little bit more money, you upgrade to the soft bottoms if that's something that you really want.
Yeah. If you go grab, in the future, you can go grab yourself $40 and go pick up a pair of bottoms, brand new in box, that fit all of the flexes, and there you go. You've got yourself a Pro Flex / E-Flex / whatever you want to call it.
Yep. So that's what I picked. I spent exactly $600.
Pretty brilliant.
Yep. And both of these setups are great. I would go on the field and shoot both of these guns.
Yeah.
Packs. I'd run those packs. I'd run both masks.
I agree.
And they're both great setups.
Yeah, it's really hard to argue. I mean, it's definitely, we both went with guns that we, at the price point, definitely really strongly recommend coming out of our shop anyway.
Right.
Personally, for the same price range, I did $325. You did $350 on the gun. In the same price range, a lot of people are going to be saying, the Mini GS is only $25 more, and the regular Mini is $325. It's the same price as the Rail Maxed. I'm just not a big fan of Minis at all.
Right. Yeah. The Minis, they're a little small, spacing.
Yeah.
And the barrels is a big thing. If I bought that gun, I'm saving $25 by buying the Mini, but now I need to spend another $40
at least
for a good barrel.
Whereas with our two guns, I've got a two-piece Proto UL barrel. It's made on the same machines Dye makes the ultralight barrels on.
Yeah.
You've got a two-piece Shaft 4 barrel. It's the same exact barrel, made on the same machines that Planet Eclipse's Shaft 4 barrel, the real Shaft 4 comes off of. Same deal. Same deal as what goes on with Dye. So I think that in itself is a big enough compromise. And then between the two guns, you could have saved $25 and went with the Mini, but then you would have been minus, I think, a better clamping feed neck that you get on the ETHA. You would have been minus an on-off ASA that the ETHA has. You would have been minus the better systems, the regulator, the bolt system. I think it just performs better. The electronics perform better.
Yeah,
obviously, the big barrel. With me, for the same exact price, I got a way better clamping feed neck, a way better barrel, better regulation systems, better bolt systems, better on-off ASA. Same deal as with you. So I think it's kind of a no contest.
Yeah, nothing wrong with the Minis, but when it comes comparing, apples and apples, I think both these guns are just a little bit better.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Obviously both of us went with the Halo, really solid choice at that price.
Yep.
You can't really beat that. They're kind of tried and true, proven. They're kind of a pain if you have to take it apart, but
right.
As far as just working, they work fine.
Yeah, they'll keep up. You don't have to worry about having a ball bouncing around, in the ball stack, because there's always going to be
Yeah.
paint there.
Yeah, yeah. Again, both of us, compromised a little on the tanks, but that was to procure better guns and hoppers and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
The packs both of our packs are, almost the same
Yeah.
thing.
Same thing, different companies.
Yeah, same thing, different companies, and the mask, the Pro Shield. Pro Shield's half the price as the Pro Flex and the grills, but it's the same thing as a Pro Flex, just with hard bottoms, which is realistically, it doesn't matter one way or the other.
Right.
If anything, if you get popped in the mouth, you're just going to get paint in the mouth instead of actually getting whacked with that ball and
Right.
paint
Yep.
in your mouth. So that's really one way or the other, and it, saved half the price. So that's definitely can't argue with that. And
Right.
then, I think we both got one accessory. I got my swab. You got a tank butt.
Tank butt's so much cooler than a swab.
Tank butt is way cooler than a swab.
Unless you break paint.
Unless you break paint, and you can't use the tank butt to clean out your barrel.
No, but I
You
don't.
could if you tried really hard and used a lot of I don't know,
sticks and stuff.
canola oil. Just covered it in olive oil and tried to pull it through.
Yeah, but
That'd be gross.
But I'm not gonna break paint because this gun is awesome.
Right.
You're not gonna break paint either because that gun's also awesome. So we have a $5 thing that you're not gonna use.
Yeah, but I can carry this around and look awesome with it because it's a swab.
It's true. You need to have a swab to look cool.
That's it. It's a swab. It's a swab, and it's pretty sweet. That's about it.
Yeah.
I think I got no issues or gripes or moans, complaints about your setup for $600.
Yep.
Obviously, I certainly don't have any with mine. I picked it.
Right.
Yeah, I think we both did a pretty solid job at the $600 challenge. I think that's
It was a challenge.
it really was actually. It took
compromise on certain things.
Yeah, it definitely. I think it took us twice as long to come up with the proper equipment to equal the right amount of money. It probably took us twice as long to do that than is actually how long this video is.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, that's pretty much it as far as I know, unless you wanted to throw some conjecture in somewhere.
Oh no, that's a quick video though.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
Let's do some stalling.
So definitely be on the lookout for the $1,200 challenge that is coming up. That's what I'll call these. I'll call this the $600 challenge, and
$1,200 challenge,
and the $1,200 challenge.
Maybe a $2,000 challenge. It's easy to spend $2,000.
It is easy to spend. What would you spend $2,000? I mean, yeah, right off.
They'll have to wait and find out.
They would have to wait and find out. Wait and find out, and watch the $2,000 challenge.
Yep.
Now it's going to be. Now this is awesome. This is possibly the greatest cliffhanger of all time.
Yep. And I think if you want to work with it, whoever guesses what the $2,000 setup is going to be, think you're going to give it to them?
You can certainly believe that if you would like. If that's what makes you come back and watch the videos and do the cliffhanger.
Yeah, stay tuned for the $2,000 gun giveaway.
On his channel, on his YouTube channel. Just go over to his YouTube channel.
Try to find it.
He's gonna do a $2,000 gun giveaway. If you can find his YouTube channel and leave a comment on his channel saying PI Paintball was here.
Oh, don't find my channel.
So that's it. That's really all we got for you guys today. That was the $600 challenge for you. So stay tuned for the next couple episodes, the $12 and possibly $2,000 challenge. Yeah, that's all I got. Appreciate you coming in and doing another setup challenge with me.
Oh, it's fun.
Cool. I look forward to doing them again in the future. I'm sure we'll be doing in, 10 minutes?
Probably.
All right. So there you go, guys. That's all we got for you today. I hope you enjoyed or were at least minimally entertained by this video. If any at all possible, I would really appreciate it if you hit that like button. It really helps out the channel a lot. Thank you again for joining me.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
And that's all we got for you guys this time. So we will see you the next time.
See you guys later.